Hey guys, my name is Joe. I wanted to start a new YouTube channel. Uh, I guess chronicling my return to the hobby of sports collecting, memorabilia, and sports cards. Mainly baseball, a little bit of basketball and football, and even some Pokemon in there. And I am a recovering alcoholic. I don't like to shy away from admitting that, and I don't like to sugarcoat it at all. It is what it is, and I feel good, and I'm happy that I have found some joy in being a new father to a little baby girl, Jovi, and getting back into the collecting world from when I was a kid myself. The focal point of this channel will be, the collecting world and opening new wax. I'll have mail days. I'm going to film one in just a few minutes where I am opening some cards that I purchased on eBay. I like to get small auctions of mainly rookies and prospects in baseball and some basketball and football, ungraded, and then grade them and see if I can make a little profit on that. And at the same time, use that profit to collect stuff from my PC or my personal collection. I like to collect, I'm a big Wake Forest University fan, basketball and football. I am a Nats fan, Carolina Panthers. I'm from the Carolina area. My favorite baseball player was Ken Griffey Jr., still is. I like to collect a lot of his cards. So you'll see a lot of that on this channel. And one thing I won't do is shy away from the fact that I'm alcoholic, as I said, but I don't want to make it the focal point. If you have questions, always ask me, or if you want details and things of that nature, and if you're going through any kind of a situation that you feel like you just can't get out of. It's a very hard thing to do, is to recover from having some type of an addiction, whether it's gambling, whether it's alcohol, drugs, even cigarette smoking. But if you have questions, don't ever hesitate to ask me in the comments, and I don't mind replying to you guys, and I share a little bit about my journey and what brought me to this place. It's not something that I'm proud of, but if I can share with you my journey and the ups and downs and pitfalls of my addiction and my addictive tendencies, I guess maybe if it helps anyone through just simply interacting and just knowing that there are more of us out there and we're not alone. Maybe that can help us all and help me in my sober journey as well. I mentioned that I have a little girl. I believe my little girl changed my life. I have two grown kids. One just got married, and I'm so very proud of her. And she moved to England with her husband, who is an airman. And I have an 18-year-old son who is a freshman in college. And I'm very proud of both of them. They turned out to be wonderful, wonderful kids, and they are now wonderful, wonderful adults, and they're very productive and good members of society. There's nothing more that you can want in your life than for your kids to succeed and for them to turn out to do good, and even better than yourself. And I'm very happy for that. We have a great relationship. I have a good relationship with both of my kids. I miss them terribly. They live out of town, and of course my daughter moved to a whole other country. So it's a little different than it would have been, 2 decades ago. Now we have FaceTime, and we have Xbox, and I can play with my son, or I can FaceTime my daughter all the way over in England, and I have the little one, and she is 8. Well, she'll be 9 months next week, and she is a absolute bundle of joy. She is a happy child. She's a very good little happy baby, and she's so fun for me. And I do feel like I appreciate being a parent more than I did back when I was 21, 22 years old, when I had my first daughter. And I feel like I get to enjoy all of those wonderful things all over again. Even though I never would have thought I'd have a baby this late in life. I'm 48 years old. And I would have told you you're crazy if a year ago you said that I would have a baby. But I do. And I'm so very happy. And I don't feel like my life would be fulfilled if she wasn't around. I don't feel like I would have as much purpose as I do now. And she has changed my life and helped to sober me up. And I'm very happy for that. And I'm very grateful for that. Everyone around me in some way has helped me to try to be a better person and to change my ways. So there's a little bit of that there. If you'd like to ask questions in the comments, I don't mind sharing some things with you, give you a little bit more. If you would like, I would even do another video detailing some of the ups and downs and pitfalls of being an alcoholic or having an addiction. And but let me know in the comments if you would like something like that. What I do want to concentrate on is opening wax. Something like 2023 Bowman baseball, or I'll also have, as I said, some mail days, and we'll be able to see what I get. I try to hold some of my mail for a week or so, just so I have a good amount to do a record a video with for you guys, and share with you what I purchased. So a lot of what's in those packages, I probably don't remember what it is. I'll go through some nights and I'll be on eBay, and I'll just be clicking, bid, and I get a little bit, I'll go a little bit overboard, and my girlfriend Brianna has to kind of keep me in check on that. And I'll, have some packages saved up over a few days' time, and we can open those, and I'll share what those are. And then maybe you can go with me through the process of having them graded. I have never sent a card off to grade before. That's something that I want to do. I have a local card or hobby shop about 30 minutes down the road that I like to visit, and he sends cards off, and so that's something that I may do, because it's cheaper to have your local card shop do it for you than to send a couple of cards off yourself to PSA or SGC. It can get quite expensive. So oftentimes it's more cost effective for us little guys to just have a few cards and send them off with your local card shop. And GameStop is doing that as well. That's something that GameStop has just gotten into. I know there's a few ups and downs there, but it looks like it has really been a big hit with everyone. Even now the target audience isn't your almost 50-year-old collector of sports like me, but it seems to have attracted some of us guys and girls in the hobby at our stage. And it sounds like it's a booming business they've got going on. So that's what I'll be getting into. And we'll be opening some mail, and we'll be going through what I have won, some small auctions, usually some dollar auctions here and there. I don't believe I've spent more than $50 on a card in the last few months since I've gotten into the hobby again. And I usually buy raw, and with the hopes of getting it graded for a higher profit, and flipping the card, and then using that money, like I said, to collect my Michael Jordans, and extend my Griffey, collection, or some Wake Forest sports autographs from football, baseball. I like to collect my Nats, and one thing I'm used to is losing. Being a Wake Forest fan, a Carolina Panthers fan, and a Nationals fan, I'm definitely used to losing. So sadly, that's something that I have to live with, but I'm a diehard fan through and through. So that's a little bit about me. And my history with cards really is I opened up my first pack of baseball cards, and it was 1987 Topps when I was 11 years old. My mom, I think I was bored, and my mom said, "Why don't you get into collecting some cards, or baseball cards? That's fun." And little did she know that I would turn it into a very expensive hobby. And it seemed like every Christmas and birthday, it was boxes of 1988 Donruss wax to open, or 1989 Upper Deck wax to open, and it turned into quite the chase. Some of you may remember the Jose Canseco rookies we all wanted, or the 1980 Topps Ricky Henderson rookie, which actually graded as a 10 still fetches a pretty good amount of money. So I've enjoyed getting back into it. I swore off baseball in 1994 during the baseball strike. That's the year I graduated high school. So I was getting into college and girls, and I just, I was finding other things to do. I was running track, long distance, and I was looked at by a few universities. But I swore off baseball during the strike of 94. Ken Griffey Jr. was my hero. He was on track to break the home run single season record that year. And sadly, baseball just ended. And I swore off baseball. I wasn't going to watch it anymore. I wasn't going to buy the cards. If the owners and the players, didn't make enough money and they couldn't get their act together, then I wasn't going to put my money and time into it, and my blood and sweat either. So fast forward to 2011, and I was just riding down the road, and I decided to pull into a local hobby shop and just see what was new, just out of curiosity. I was bored one day, and I pulled in, and I go inside, and was asking about, what are people collecting now? Everything had changed from licensing for teams and MLB and everything. No longer did Donruss have any licensing for baseball. It was just these sort of cheesy looking cards, I felt, with no logos on the helmets, and everything was airbrushed, and I just thought that was so odd. And then the seemed like Topps and Bowman were the company to collect, which was a complete reversal from when I was a kid, because Upper Deck and Donruss and Fleer were the cards that we went after. Topps was just sort of old school and boring, and always had a white border, and the design would just seem they would just change a few little things year after year, and Topps became kind of monotonous. But I guess during my absence in the hobby, Bowman came alive and turned into the prospecting and rookie scene. So I asked what people were collecting, and Bryce Harper was the big man on campus, I guess, the new prospect coming up that everybody was collecting. And I remember seeing him on the cover of Sports Illustrated, as he was like this 16-year-old phenom. So now his cards were out, and I was a Braves fan as a kid. When I would sit up watching Dale Murphy with my grandfather late at night on TBS. And then when I swore off baseball, I didn't have a team anymore. So I figured, well, DC is right down the road, not, more than 4 or 5 hours. Maybe I can get into the Nats. They weren't a good team at all. Had a losing season. They had back-to-back number 1 draft picks with Steven Strasburg and Bryce Harper, and so I kind of figured, well, maybe I can get on the Nationals bandwagon and kind of pull for the underdog. Well, little did I know that within a few years we would have a World Series, and Bryce Harper would no longer be on the team. So there's that. Funny how those things work. So that's what got me back into baseball, and that's how I became a Nationals fan. And I've enjoyed getting back into it. It's something exciting to have, things coming in the mail for you each day, and it can get expensive, but it's also pretty. If you're smart, you can be pretty smart with it, and you don't have to spend as much money, and you can enjoy it. And I know there are some naysayers out there that the hobby's turned into just gambling and it's no longer for the kids, which can be true in some cases, but it is what you make it. It is what you make it. You can spend all your money and your time on your favorite team or your favorite player, or go back to collecting your favorite player from when you were a kid, like I do, Griffey and Jordan, Michael Jordan. So it's easy to get back into it and to enjoy it, and it's what has given me some joy, instead of finding joy in a bottle. And I hope that you will appreciate my channel, and maybe like my videos, and watch along with me. And I would love nothing more than to share that with you. I'm not looking to make money or get monetized or anything of that nature. If I have 10 subscribers, I have 10 subscribers, and I would love to post videos for you guys to enjoy. Turn it on in the background while you're doing the dishes, or at the grill, cooking dinner. So I hope you enjoy it with me. And this is my first time doing this, so forgive me if I say and a bunch. I'll get a little better as I go along. And I've got my little setup here where I'll be opening wax and my mail for us to look at the cards that I get. I've got a few videos recorded already. I wanted to have a few videos up and running, so that you didn't just see me introduce myself and then there's nothing to watch. So I hope you will enjoy the videos that I have. And again, I'm new to this completely, so I hope that you enjoy it. And again, please always comment. Ask questions if you like. Give me constructive criticism. I can take that. I don't mind it at all. It'll help my channel get better, and so that you enjoy it, and others will follow and like and subscribe and all that jazz that I always see the YouTubers say. So thanks again for watching. I hope I wasn't too long-winded, but I just wanted to give you a little history on me. And again, I hope to see you guys in the comment sections. Thanks so much.